Hi everyone, it's Blankton here. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying these card readings and they're helping you in some sort of way. Thank you. I appreciate you being here with me. And please remember to like, share, subscribe so that these readings get out to the people that need them. And thank you for being here again. So the first card we got here is Intuition. It's a beautiful card. And the small print reads, Intuition versus fear. Connect to soul, trust self, and source. It's a beautiful card. Oh, it's like a goddess, in her element. With her third eye open, just being beautiful, comfortable in herself. So let's go to Intuition. It's a Cosmo card. And I started this read last night and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I kind of had an off day yesterday. I'm not going to say a bad day. It was off and I couldn't snap out of it, so I just figured I was just tired. And so I'm just going to restart it. And so here we go. Intuition. It reads, the core of intuition is learning to trust yourself and the universe. It is deep knowing that a certain path is correct. Cultivating the ability to listen is key. Fear versus intuition. Is what you feel intuition or fear? Is it your intuition guiding you or your trauma misleading you? And how do you understand the I don't know what that word is. Nuisance of what it might be telling you. Your intuition is always there for you. And learning how to understand it is so important. So how do you tell the difference between your intuition and fear? Fear can often be nagging and telling you all the things that will go wrong if you don't listen. And while intuition appears in different forms for different people, it is more of a deeper knowing, a feeling that a certain path is the right one. Cultivating this listening takes time and practice, especially if the fear voice is loud. Start to learn what your intuition sounds like versus your fear voice. Awareness of patterns. In order to connect with your intuition, you must become aware of what your traumatized self acts like and how she tries to misguide you. Learn to navigate through the layers of your ego and trauma so that you can uncover the intuitive voice within. Your intuition will have a flavor and a feeling to it that with practice you'll be able to recognize as your energy. You must go beyond your trauma response to be able to hear it. Trauma has a way of feeding your desires that feel good and right in the moment, but are ultimately from a wounded place. Explore and understand your patterns to really learn what these promptings are coming from. Timing. It's important to know that intuition has nuances and layers. Your intuition might be strongly telling you it wants a new life path, but the practicality might not be there yet. When heeding your intuition, it is important to balance trust and practical reality. Learn to tell when your system is telling you a general life direction to aim for versus the actual steps to be taking right now. Sometimes your soul tells you what it wants, but it could take you some time to get there. Other times it is giving you the exact step to take and ask you to leap. Learn to tell the difference. Timing is key. Grounding and soul connections are some of the best ways to tell what's going on. Hearing your intuition. When you are tapped into your intuition, trust it. It is guidance from your soul. It can come in many forms. It can be a thought, a feeling, a voice in your head, an outward sign that makes you think of something. Get in touch with yourself to learn how your personal intuition works. So that's a lot of information, because if you're not grounded or feeling in a safe, grounded foundation with yourself, trusting yourself, trusting your thoughts, if you're coming from a hurt space, from a betrayal, from feeling abandoned, your intuition is probably going to be off because you're not feeling, like you can trust yourself, like you can trust your thoughts from being, lied to or manipulated. So it's always a good indication that maybe your intuition might be off a little. You just be working from a trauma state of mind, a fear of being hurt, a fear of being betrayed, a fear of, repeat things, things that might, you're just in fear of, past patterns that might happen again. So that's, that's normal. That's logical that, you're protecting yourself. You don't want to be hurt again. So that's a logical and a practical way of seeing things and looking at things or looking at people or situations. That's completely normal. That's part of yourself, protecting yourself, protecting your heart, protecting, your space, your body. But don't let that, lead your intuition, because you're not in a grounded, safe, trusting space at the moment. So sometimes you just like time and space. You got to give yourself time to heal, to retrust yourself, retrust your thoughts and your thinking, and that's a better place to start, using your intuition wisely. So that's that. The next card is the Reclaim Your card. It's a beautiful model sitting on a rock, just loving on her body with her third eye open, just giving herself just self-love, just illuminating from her with all the gold, wrapped gold illuminating from her hands, wrapped around her body, just, total in love and accepting of her body. And that is a earth card, I mean. So let's read a little bit about that. Reclaim your body. The body as a safe home. It's time to come home. The one place we will always be until the day we die is our body. And unfortunately, most of us are taught that our home is unworthy, ugly, or lacking in some way. Unlearning this and becoming comfortable in our skin can be a lifelong journey. But there are things we can do now to feel more at home. The first is to remember that your home can be a place of safety. Having your body as a safe space means you can feel at home anywhere. This can be tricky because so many women have had the safety of their own skin taken away in various ways. If your body feels unsafe, take this process slow. Find small ways to reclaim the space of your body, such as giving her a spa treatment, finding any part of her that does not feel safe and pampering that area, even if it's just your pinky, and regularly asking her what she needs. This can be anything such as emotional release, short-term distraction, being held, not being touched, certain foods, movement, or space to be unreasonable, emotional, or erratic. The process of reclaiming your body does not happen overnight. Be gentle on yourself and get professional support if you need it. Accepting your body. The second is to begin to accept your body as it is. Culture is cruel to women's bodies and tell us that we are never good enough. This card invites you to bring awareness to the parts of yourself that you struggle to accept. Don't force yourself to love everything right away. Just invite in the possibility that those parts you don't love can be accepted. Start with small things you like about yourself and let yourself grieve any feelings of sadness or regret over not having the body they told you should have. These feelings are valid. If you struggle with your weight, strive to discover your body's version of a healthy rather than pushing yourself to look like a mainstream model. We all come in different shapes and sizes, so invite in some love and compassion for your body. Begin to work with her instead of against her to find your body's personal healthy balance. Healing trauma in the body. This card also calls you to remember that your body is highly intelligent and holds the key to your healing. It remembers everything you have been through. Unprocessed emotions and events can get stuck until they are given space to release. Cultivating a relationship with your body is a powerful key to healing. When we experience something too stressful or traumatic to process, our bodies hold on to the memory in the form of stored energetic blockages. Disassociation is one way we try to cope with stress and trauma. We don't feel safe in our bodies, so we fly away in our minds. Many of us live in a constant state of disassociated stress without even realizing it. We are almost absent from our bodies and therefore disconnected from the signals our bodies relay to us. If we want to move forward from the past, we need to release the stress we're holding in our bodies. Everyone has experienced difficulty and has old stress or trauma they are holding on to. And it's all about listening to your body to understand what she needs. Slow down and listen, okay? At the core of this card is learning how to communicate with and listen to your body to care for her in the best possible way. She knows what she needs, and she's always speaking to you. It's time to listen. Take time to slow down and listen. Learn the patterns and ways in which your body speaks to you. Instead of assuming you need to push harder or pound more coffee, that's me. Be willing to find ways to slow down. And an old adage says, listen to your body when it whispers so you don't have to hear her scream. So basically, I started laughing because it says, listen to your body when she speaks instead of assuming that you need to push harder or pound some more coffee. So if you're feeling tired, basically, my first go-to is pound some coffee. Like first thing in the morning, our addictions to caffeine, our addictions to patterns, our addictions of our daily routines is to so mine is, and I'm sure like a lot of other people too, is to get up, use the restroom, take your medication, drink some water, put on a pot of coffee, like you feel like you need to get that pot of coffee going so you can get your body moving. Just the other day, I was thinking, it was hard for me to get to sleep, so maybe I just need to slow down on the caffeine intake, right? So I woke up thinking, okay, I slept well. I feel like I have energy. I want to get up and get out and exercise. Do I really need that coffee right now? I actually felt like I didn't need the coffee, so I didn't even make coffee. I just drank some water, and I got up and I started my day without, putting on a pot of coffee, which it felt good, Not to say that I didn't drink coffee later on the day. I did, because I like coffee. And so, just listen to your body and pay attention. Just like I was just, fully aware and mindful of, I exercised today. I should be tired. But as I was getting ready for bed, excuse me, I couldn't get to sleep. My mind was going, and I was like, what is going on, So just pay attention to what your body's really telling you. Be mindful of it. It can really help. It can help sleep patterns. It can help addictions, especially like my addiction to nicotine. I try every day, but this nicotine addiction is just horrible. I tried patches, I tried medication, I tried cold turkey. The last time I tried the patches. I ended up smoking with the patch on, like a freak of nature. It was horrible. But I was going through, like always, I'm always going through something as an excuse, right, as a cop-out. So the next card we have is the Hope card. And she's beautiful, just sitting there with her third eye open, with the cat next to her, just wrapped around her like, I got you, girl. And that is a fire card. So that is the Hope card. And let's read a little bit about that. Excuse me, I keep on yawning. So the act of yawning is an act of actually waking up rather than being tired. At least that's what Dr. Drew said. Do you remember Dr. Drew? He used to be, I don't remember if it was like Channel 2 News or 7 or whatever, but he was like a special guest a doctor that people would call in. I think his name was Dr. Drew. It was like the skinny Caucasian man with super curly hair, like he permed his hair. But people would call in with, questions, and so that was what when I remember him talking about that, how the act of yawning is actually the act of your body trying to wake up and stay awake, rather than you being, well, I guess it's both ways, right? Kind of like an oxymoron. Is the act of waking up, your body responding and waking up. So the Hope card says, hope invites possibility. Anything is possible when you have hope. We can go through just about anything in this life as long as there is still a spark of hope to keep us going. In the darkness moments, remember that there is always hope. There is always a way through, even if it doesn't look like the way we thought it would. That hope might be for a tangible result. It might be for the ability to find peace with your current circumstances. Hope is there for you. Let it burn within you. You are stronger than you think. Our perception of the world can also influence its ability to change. If we are hopeless, we might close ourselves off to new opportunities and shifts that come our way. If you have no hope, it's difficult to see the light when it actually comes. Trust. There is also an element of trust with this card. Hope is about trusting that things can and will shift, even if we don't know how. Believing that life and the universe has your back, even though the darkness, is key to moving through life with trust and hope. If you have had experiences that have made you lose faith in life and the universe, this is your invitation to begin the healing process. Start to heal from past experiences by holding a safe space for your pain and considering alternative perspectives for why things happened the way they did. Give yourself time to grieve the events of the past, and when the time is right, start to invite the spark of hope that things can be different, that you can be held by life, and that you are enough and things can shift. Hope versus expectations. Keep in mind the difference between hope and expectation. Hope is open to possibilities. Hope doesn't know how things will turn out, but trust that things will turn out for the best. Expectations lies in wait, ready to be disappointed. If things don't go its way, it is a tricky balance. We never really know what the next day will bring, but having hope ignites the candle of possibility within us. So, hope versus expectations. Hope is open to possibilities, just keeping an open mind and a bright, what's the word I'm looking for? A bright outcome, I should say. A bright, beautiful outcome. Whether it's, exactly what you want. Who knows? It could be better. It could be more beautiful. It could be a greater opportunity, a better, results than you have hoped or desired, because that's the way the universe works and that's what's best for you. You never know what the future holds. It could be something so much better than you actually desired. So just keep hope and faith and just trust the universe and self that, God and the universe, and holding good energy, positive, having a positive mindset can definitely, change things for the best. So let's go to the Namaste Stress Less cards. So the first card I have is water your body. This exercise is about acknowledging all the parts of your body. Take a moment to relax into all the parts of your body. What does your face feel like? How do your toes feel? What about your belly button? Search and seek out all the messages that all the parts of your body have to tell you. Doing this exercise is like watering a garden. Each part of the garden needs to be acknowledged and nourished. Allowing all the parts of your body to tell you how they feel is a way you can acknowledge and nourish your body, one part at a time. That's a good one. Just focus on, certain body parts. Like, say you got a bum knee. just, oil that knee, work it out a little more, when you're exercising. Focus on that knee, just extending and just extra stretches, just to work that knee a little. And say you got some extra tummy belly weight, like I do, for example, when you're walking or exercising or just in, your daily activities, your daily grind of walking around the house, doing chores, getting up in the morning, in and out of bed, bending over, doing the bend and snap. Just kidding. But focus on those muscles. When you're walking, how do you say, flex them. Like hold them tight and then release. Hold them tight and then release. Just focus on certain body parts. And always water your body, of course. Drink water. Get your water in, you guys. So let's see. Next Namaste card. Slow down. The turtle wins the race in the story, not the hare. When we are stressed or overconfident, we can make mistakes in our hurry to get things done. If you slow down, you will embrace the experience and focus more on what you are doing. This exercise will allow you to concentrate and be present in your... Hold on. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So let's get this back focused. Will allow you to concentrate and be present in your actions, allowing you to make fewer mistakes and feel less stressed. I mean, we're all going to make mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. We all live the fast life, Fast living, fast cars, fast food. Like funny. I used to tell my husband during our passionate times, this ain't a race, like, slow down, like, we ain't racing to the finish line, like, that's just a little funny thing. So the next Namaste card is the power of touch. Touch is a primal desire. A desire for connection allows us to feel connected to others. The more you are able to physically touch people you love, the more you will feel connected to this world. Hold someone's hand, rub their neck, put your arm around them, or hug them. This act of physical touch reminds us that we are not alone. If we cannot be physical in our touch, then of course we can use our words to gently touch others. Warm words and words of encouragement allow us to touch other people with speech. Positive words help reduce stress, just like loving physical touch. Yeah. Wow. Touch is very important. Well, that's what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. And thank you for joining me with this healing journey. I hope you take away a part of it with you. And I hope it helps you on your healing journey. I love you. And please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for being here. And see you next time. Bye.